Welcome to Al's workshop from Bangkok, Thailand. Today's project is to make the conrod clamping blocks at the bottom of the conrod which join it to the camshaft. So let's go and have a look at the drawing and see what's required. Okay. So this is the part that in question. It's the connecting bracket for connecting to the camshaft, and we've got two halves there, so we're going to machine them and place them together to do the final drilled hole, the 8mm ringed hole that connects to the camshaft. Okay, the first job is to square the vise to the X and Y axis to make it square. So that's always the first operation. And then we're going to block up the material. We're going to make the first, there is 4 pieces. It's 12mm by 6mm. And then they'll be joined together. As you can see there, we've machined one face and we've placed that face against the fixed jaw, and we've used a piece of tool steel bar on the rough surface, and that pushes the square face up against the fixed vice jaw. And so now we'll have 2 machined surfaces at 90 degrees to each other. That's the best method to get your first 3 surfaces. So we're going to now turn that round. We've got 1 machined surface on the parallel, 1 pressed against the fixed jaw of the vise. And we're using the ground bar to press the face against the fixed jaw, and we're taking it down to 6mm. And then we'll machine the 12mm surface. So we've roughed it out, and now we'll turn it round. So we have 3 machined surfaces, so we can place one on the flat surface and grip the other 2 surfaces and machine it down now to our correct size, which is 6mm as we said. We've machined the 12mm. So then we will have 4 machined faces, all machined to size. So we're using a end mill. This is like a very hard mild steel, so I'm using one of my cutters that it's just an end mill, but I've used it before. It's not one of my better ones. So now we've got 4 surfaces machined up. We just need to machine it to length, so we're going to use the Z-axis to machine across. As you can see, we've gripped it in the vise using all the other machined edges. We've now put 2 together, and we put the face on the parallels and kept that knocked down, and now we're going to machine across the top of those. And once we've completed the machining, we'll have it to length, which is 19mm, and then we're going to the next operation. We're going to drill the faces. So I'm using a parallel here to line them up because there are four pieces, and we've got 2 awls which are going to be used for locking together on the conrod. So the wobbler is 4mm, so we've got 6mm, so add 2, which is 8, and 2.5, add 2, which is 4.5. Now we're just going to center drill. As you can see, I put some marking out, 2.5 by 6 by 42, and it's lined up quite nicely with that. So going back to the drawing, as you can see, the 7 plus 7, which is 14, so with the space in between the centers is 14mm, so we just need to move 14mm. As you can see there, it's picked up on the marking out nicely. Now we're going to drill the 3mm hole, which is clearance for the 3mm bolt, which is going to be used to clamp both the items together, and then they'll be clamped to the conrod. So we're just drilling these 2 now, and then we can clamp everything together to drill our 8mm awl for the camshaft. So I'll just finish these hole off now. And there we go, we've got our 2 3mm awls, and we've done that in all the 4. So as you can see there, we've clamped them both together, and we've got the center of the hole there, and we're just going to check with a reamer. So we've got the 5mm reamer going through there, that's gone through nicely, and we've got the center of that. So then now we've just moved 42mm, and we're going to center drill that in the piece, and then we're going to, as you can see, the 2 pieces joined together, and we're going to center drill the for the 8mm awl. There we go, so we're just drilling through now. So this is 7.5 drill, and it's going through both the clamps, and they've been all bolted together, and so we can we will have like 2 halves of a hole when we split them, so that we can fix it inside the camshaft. So that's working out okay. So that's the 7.5 drill, and now we've got our 8mm reamer, and we've got that lined up with the other 5mm awl in the end, and we've done the correct distance there, which was 42mm maximum center line. So we'll just go through that with the 8mm reamer. We're just using WD-40 for the coolant. This machine does have a full coolant capacity, pump and everything, but just creates a lot of mess, so I don't bother. And here we have the finished items. They can be all separated now, so they can place them over the camshaft and clamp them together. I put a little center pop so that we know where each one goes. A couple of center pops there, so that we know that all those pieces join together and that side up, and that's all the position they'll be fixed in. So that one's completed. There are some oil holes to drill in the side, which I'll complete later on in the process. And thanks for watching. Hope everybody is okay. As you can see, there's the drawing, that's where it's gonna go. And we'll see you on the next project. Okay, bye.